Welcome to Unleashed Podcast, where all are welcome. Now, here is your host, Pup Twigs.
Hey everyone, Pup Twigs here in Orlando, Florida, and joining me all the way from Houston, Texas is Pup Tex. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing really well. Glad you could join me today.
Yeah. Happy to be here.
Glad. Well, I just want to, first off, find a little bit about yourself. So can you share a little bit about, your journey and what being part of this, not only the pup community, but also just the LGBTQIA plus community?
Yeah. So if we're gonna go in order, I have been out for like 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
Um, up to parents, family, friends, all that. And at first wasn't really received with positive not reviews, positive reactions. And
Yeah.
then parents and all that kind of warmed up to it. And actually, they before I moved out this past January, my boyfriend drove in from Georgia and stayed with me when I lived with them, and they were supportive of it. So
Awesome.
that was that was a big eye opening because that was one thing I was always scared of was my dad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Exactly. I
Um,
understand.
and then for Pup, so Tex was born in October of 2020. I think 2024.
Okay.
And no, 23. Never mind. That's wrong. Um, and I had always been interested in Pup, and the way I actually learned about pup play and the headspace and all that behind it was Toza's book. It was the book of on pup play, and so
Mm-hmm.
I bought that and then just read it, and I was like, okay, like I'm, I this might be something I really like and interested in. At the time, I was in a relationship that he didn't like it or really support it, and he thought very negatively of it. So
Mm-hmm.
I just never got into it, and that relationship ended. And I had just had my shoulder reconstructed after having an accident, and kind of just sitting there like, okay, well, I'm bored, and I started like googling templates, and I stumbled upon Mr. S and
Yeah.
saw the pup hoods, and I looked through it and I go, man, I really like that green one. And then I just sat there going, okay, I'll buy it and just see what happens. And then that came in like 2 weeks later, and I had always been part of like furry fandom and all that, and if I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the community yet, and so I had already had like a persona thought up and kind of like, well, not the best artist or drawer, and I kind of already had like a rough idea of who Tex was. So
Okay.
for persona wise, I am a Rottweiler, and I just kind of sat there going, well, I mean, my persona is here. Like I relate a lot to Tex, so I I created Pup Tex.
Well, I like it. I like the story. So, well, when you think about, our community, and if you could leave the listeners with, just one message about, love and acceptance, what kind of message would you want to leave them?
I'm still going on that journey of love and acceptance with myself, first of all.
Okay.
Um, be patient with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a everyone has different backgrounds, different trials, tribulations, experiences, trauma, what what's out there. And I tried speed running it, and it doesn't work. You have to be patient. And
Yeah.
even that's something I've been going through recently is just be patient with yourself.
I that's exactly right. You just got to be patient. It'll happen. So,
Mhm.
well, what advice would you give someone who's just now starting to embrace their identity?
Don't let other people influence you,
Hmm.
and don't let anyone try and influence who you are, or because it can be abused and taken advantage of. And I've had something like that happen to me
Yeah.
sorry, excuse me, during journey in pop. I had something that happened, and I became someone who didn't, I was like, this isn't really who I am. Like, this isn't me.
Yeah.
So stay true to yourself, stay true to your boundaries and your beliefs.
Yes.
So that's what I would leave.
Okay. All right. Well, what misconceptions about, our community do you wish that other people would understand?
That it's not always about sex.
You're exactly right.
It is, like, for instance, last night at the concert, like EDM and like rave culture, it's so like peace, love, unity, and respect, and it's all that. And
Yeah.
you know, if you were to go into like a regular concert or rock, whatever, I think it would be different in how people would react to bringing out a pup pudding. But
Yeah.
uh, I, there's been three. I've been to four big EDM concerts and like raves, and of the four, I three of them I brought my hood, and everyone was like so open, like accepting of it, and no one ever like questioned anything about it. And compared to like out in public, I think people just have a misconception of like, oh well, that's just it's a kink, and it is, but it's also another way of viewing it of LARPing, almost like live action role playing.
Yeah.
It's cosplaying. You know, I wish people would understand that more, and I wish people would be more accepting of it because I don't know if you saw the whole fiasco on uh, Twitter recently, where that pup took a picture of a selfie where he was on the train and he had his hood on, and a ton of just people went after him for like, oh, well, it basically just going after him for wearing a hood in public. And then the entire pub, a good majority of the pub community came in and was like, nope, ignore him. Like, you do you. Like, we support you and all that. And
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned EDM and stuff, and this next November will be my 8th year going to EDC Orlando. And every year these hoods go out with us, and every year there are more and more pups. We actually meet 2 times each day for photo shoots with just the group of gays and pups. And people don't care. I mean, people just come up to us and say, "Oh my God, can I get a picture with you?" It's all about that plur, is all it is.
exactly. And man, I like it because last night there was a lady, and so both me and my roommate, he's called Pup Dio, and we both had our hood on. We were just vibing out to Enzo, and there were a group of girls in front of us, and they were there partying, they were vibing, and then they were just the nicest people we could have met. And one of them,
Yeah.
she did the respectable thing, and I adore her for it. And she like leaned into both me and him individually in two different times of like, hey, are you okay if I can I like grab your hood? Like, can I touch it? She's like, go ahead. And like asking before touching, that's massive. And
Yeah.
they all embraced it and they were all just happy. And it was a great time.
Oh, yeah, I totally get you. It is a great time. Well, if you were able right at this moment, you could master one talent, what talent would you want to be good at?
Oh, if I could sing, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't even sing in the shower because I can't carry a tune whatsoever, but I would totally get you on that. Yes.
I if I could sing, I would do it consistently over and over, 24/7 a day. But I don't have that voice for it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Well, thinking back on, the time that you've been in the community, what have you found that has been one of your most proudest moments so far?
Oh, there's a few moments that kind of there. So at the time, I was in a pack and I had an alpha, a beta, and I was a delta. And below
Mhm.
me, we had an omega, and our omega wasn't around. It was just me, my beta, and alpha. And we went to Austin to Eagle Austin. I think it was Austin Eagle.
Hmm.
It was one of them, I think. Um, and like, I post sexual stuff on the social media. But I also like to do some wholesome stuff too, where it's like mental health. I haven't done much of it recently because I've been
Yeah.
going through like ups and downs. Um, but we were there, and I was the one that had my hood at the time. Like Alpha and Beta, they didn't have their hoods with them at the time. And this one uh pup came up to us. Actually, well, he's not a pup. He was like a boy, but he also, I think he had a hood at the time, but he wasn't wearing it. And
Hmm.
he came up to me. He goes, "You look very, very familiar." I'm like, "Oh, oh." I'm like, um, what do you mean?" He goes, "Are you Pup Tex?" I'm like, "Oh, this is either going to go really good or really bad." And it turned out to be a really, really like, fun experience. So he knew who I was, he knew who my beta was, and he knew who my alpha was because he followed us on Twitter, and he like was like, "I'm so like I love what you guys post when it comes to like mental health, body positivity, and like
Hmm.
sexual health." And I'm like, "This is like the most like I have I never. This is a weird experience because good weird, but it was oh like." I was never expecting this. All right. Okay. And then like gave him a hug. I'm like, thank you. Like it's do it for fun, but also we do care about I care about, you know, mental health and
Oh yeah,
body
of course.
positivity because that's what I've struggled with. So that was a very eye-opening and wholesome experience.
Well, I love that story. That is, I mean, it could have gone the other way. It could have been a bad experience, but it ended up being a very positive one, which is amazing. So,
It's something I still kind of look back on. And every now and then, like me and that boy pup will like just check in on each other and be like, "Hey, look, you doing good? Cool.
oh,
All right."
that's good. That's really good. So, well, when I first came up with this next question, I put it as your first, but it actually could be a current crush. But who do you have a celebrity crush, past or present?
So I am a car enthusiast at heart. I don't know if you can
Okay.
tell, but I have the gear shift tattoo. I work as a mechanic and I help build race cars and all that. And so um, the first time I had ever like was like, oh, was I don't know. Did you ever see Too Fast, Too Furious?
Never saw it. No.
Okay, well, in the opening of Too Fast, Too Furious, where Brian O'Connor is like reintroduced back into the franchise, he is
Hmm.
driving a silver and blue Nissan R34 GTR. And the opening introduction of that car and him racing to get to the first race, I was like, oh. And then he gets there and gets out like, beautiful. So unfortunately, we all know that he has been passed for a bit of time, but Paul Walker is my celebrity crush.
And I always thought he was so adorable. And anytime I saw him, I just didn't see him in those movies. but yeah, I can totally relate. So,
Gone too soon.
oh yeah, way too soon. Well, the next question is kind of tied back to where you talked about, if you could master one talent. So I'm assuming that you don't sing karaoke, but if not, do you have just a specific song that when you hear it, it just gets you moving or dancing or maybe still singing?
Hmm. There are two songs that if they come on the radio, which I've only heard it come on the radio once.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I again massive like I like EDM, but I'm also a metalcore rock enthusiast as well.
Okay.
There is a band that I love to death, and I actually again I have tattoo of them. And actually, if that's the jersey I have of them right there.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
they are called Bad Omens, and my all-time favorite song of theirs is called "Nowhere to Go." And anytime that song comes on playlist, it is just all right. Well, I'm belting this out with all my life.
Yeah, I got you. Yes.
It just one of those songs that I relate to the lyrics very heavily, and I love. Uh, his vocals are amazing.
Yeah. It's funny how and I will still till I'm no longer here believe that music is what keeps everyone going. It doesn't
It
matter
really
what kind of
does.
music. It's just something that just soothes you. It makes you happy. Yeah, I'm thoroughly convinced that music is the ultimate.
I agree with that. There's I go all over the place with music genres, and I just keep coming back to Bad Omens specifically because
Hmm.
uh, Nowhere to Go, that's kind of like, okay, like that's what got me into them. And then went and saw them, and oh, their newest stuff that they've put out, it was almost timed too perfectly with stuff I was going through.
Hmm.
And so, like, right up there with Nowhere to Go is Spectre, and it's his vocals are just Noah Sebastian, the lead singer. He has a voice, the vocals like an angel, but then he can scream like a demon, and it is just
Yeah.
I want to go see him again soon, but I'm not sure if I can make that work because I just moved into this apartment a month ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe you'll look out and get to go again.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, what challenges have you faced in the years since you've come out, and how have you been able to overcome them?
I think I'm still overcoming a few of them.
Okay, that's
Mm,
fair.
I'm still fully I'm still figuring out like who I fully and truly am
Hmm.
when it comes to myself and my happiness. So I think one of the struggles that has been plaguing me the most is I'm putting my needs last and I'm putting everyone else's first. And
Yeah,
that is something that I am in the process of uh, still learning and still trying to change.
good.
Um, I'd say one of the bigger challenges is my body image because when I was younger, uh, I used to be a big kid. I was like 240 pounds and
Hmm.
I had a lot of back issues because I was overweight. And once I started, like, I got to around like 18 is when I lost all the weight. And I lost all the weight and I became very fit, but I didn't have that body image confidence.
Yeah, okay.
And thankfully, I met some people like when I got into Pup that helped me embrace that. And I have the body image confidence now, and I'm more proud of my body now than what I was, God, 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, just I know it's great to put other people's interests first, but you always got to think about yourself and you got to make yourself happy first before you can try to make other people happy.
That's one of them that I'm breaking that habit that I
Yeah,
got from my parents and always trying to please them, and
yeah.
then still working that out. But
It's
it's
not an easy habit to break, but
no, and thankfully, like my roommate Dio, he has been very, very helpful. And
good.
he's also been there to like he's like, hey, you got this, you got this. And then when something happens, he's like, hey, calm down,
Yeah,
focus.
yeah.
So I'm very thankful and I'm gracious for him.
Well, good, good. Well, last question and stuff. Who is your ultimate, icon or role model out there?
So icon and role model. I sat there. I look at the question whenever it's really I'm not sure if I actually have someone who I have look at as a role model.
Okay.
Um, uh, I wouldn't say my boss actually. So I work at a performance shop,
Mm-hmm.
and my boss is probably the most. I don't. me- Here is what uh, he has done for me, and I couldn't be more thankful for it. And I look up to him every time I go into the shop and I'm working, and I always ask him questions. And he, I asked him last year because at the time, you've been to Texas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know the whole HEB.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I used to work for HEB, and I did
Okay.
that for many years. And I got very depressed, and I hated it. Hated it with a burning passion. I was like, this is not what I want to do. This isn't what I want to do. Like, I dropped out of school because I got sick and I just was burnt out. And so I just stuck along with HEB because my parents told me like, oh, it's a reliable job. Like don't feed the hand that don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Mm-hmm.
Little did they know I would actually bite. But um I asked him I asked my boss, like, hey, or he was my friend at the time, like, hey, can I just come in and you teach me how to disassemble a motor? Sure, why not? Come on in. And just came in there and then started coming in like, okay, like once every other week to like once a week to twice a week to 3 days a week. And I started helping him out and the other two technicians out. And then he sat me down and said, so I want to pay you for your time. I'm like, cool. I have no tools and I have no nothing. He goes, you can use mine in the meantime. Cool.
Wow.
And that summer, one of the techs got fired because he messed up a lot of vehicles. And the other one left because he did a career change. It was just me and my boss. And so we had like 20 some odd cars from like basic vehicles to, hey, like there's a 67 Mustang convertible over there. There's a 500 horsepower Miata over there. And we just sat there like cranking it out. And he looked at me and said, listen, I want you to be full time. I see your passion for cars, for engineering, for learning, for tuning, for driving, and all that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to end up in the same spot I was, where I was burnt out and I was taught incorrectly from other people. So
Yeah.
he has helped me along the way. So he has bought almost every single tool I have.
Wow.
And I couldn't be more thankful for him because if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be where I'm at today
Yeah.
because of him. He took a chance on me because he saw my passion, my drive for cars, and he's like, "Sure, I got you." And I am now a workaholic that likes to stay late and just work nonstop 24/7. I'm like, this is great.
Oh, but That's all, and that's the kind of people that we like being role models is someone that has kind of taken you under their wing and taught you everything and just watching you flourish. So that's awesome.
I couldn't be more thankful. And he's the one who I look up to because he's always doing something. He's always engineering something. He's teaching me 3D printing right now and laser etching into metal objects, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm
Good.
so thankful for him.
Well, that's awesome. Well, would you like to share any social media that you like on here? If someone sees you here and wants to reach out, how would they get in touch with you?
I mean, you could find me on Blue Sky and Twitter as Pup Tex. I think
Okay.
it's at Pup Texan, I believe. Um, yeah, I'm just on Blue Sky and Twitter. I'm also on Instagram as that Pup Tex.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm always on there. Come chit chat about me about vehicles, cars, music,
Awesome.
whatever, pup stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, any last words before we sign off here?
Take your time, be patient with yourself, and don't try not to ignore the lesson that life is trying to teach you.
Awesome. Well, Pup Tex, it's been awesome getting to learn a little bit about you. I've really enjoyed it, and hopefully it won't be the last time that you and I talk.
I'm always happy to keep chit chatting whenever and whatever about anything.
Awesome. Well, listen, you take care. Enjoy the weather there in Houston. Hopefully it's nice as it is here today and stuff. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. I will talk to you again soon. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, 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 bye.